The fact that you invest in our city, it doesn't matter to us. If without an appraisal, nothing you say matters. That's what you're saying to me.
No, what I'm saying is there has to be some market value evidence in front of the board. What we have is a least fee analysis. And I'm asking if you want to testify to something additional, that's fine.
I will testify to the following. It's worth $22.50 a foot. Find me somebody in Warwick who knows better. Number one. Number two, the rehab cost on fit out space, brand new. I signed today the contract, $95 a foot. That's when you finish the space. When the tenant leaves, it's $95 a foot to rehab. The tenant is called OrthoRI. It's $5,000. I signed the contract today, $95.50. If I could get it for less per square foot, I would. Number three, you got to pay a commission. Number four, you have down period. The space in this building has been vacant for 10 years. It's shell space. Well, it has potential value. It has potential value, the gap between $22.50 and $120 a foot, plus commission. So that is market information. I've given it to you.
Okay. But again, I'm just going to clarify, the board members are not general certified appraisers, so I'm not
asking them to be appraisers. I'm asking them to listen to a buyer of buildings in Warwick.
Okay.
So, but if my testimony to you matters not anything that we say, please don't hurt the city. Have the assessor tell us, don't come without an appraisal. We got the message. So we got the message. We won't come without appraisal. I won't come. I'll just have an attorney. It's an unfortunate thing that I don't have to have an attorney and I don't have to have an appraiser when I go to invest in the city. I hope one of you guys has a car and can drive in one of your neighborhoods where I'm investing in your city. I hope you do.
Again, what I'm trying to do here tonight, Mr. Coates, is try to get testimony in front of the board that they know how to work with. They are not appraisers. They have to have facts that they can weigh like a juror would and try to rule in your favor. But to be honest,
okay, well, I'm
not going to speak for them, but I'm not sure they understand what you're talking about.
$22.50 a foot. This is a fact. Tomorrow is Friday. That's a fact. Next is $22.50 a foot. The next. The Warwick schedule is, if you get lucky and only have one broker, it's 654-322-2222 for commissions. Anybody contests that is lying. Okay? It's either that or more. So for all the Class A buildings, that's the best schedule you can get out of CB Richard Ellis and Hayes and Sherry and any of the other firms. So you're going to pay commission on all of these national tenants. Almost all the national tenants have not only a local, but a national broker. And you wind up paying at least one, if not more, 1.5 commissions. Now that's a fact. Number three is I've given you the cost to build these buildings out. Now you accept my testimony when I stand up to try to invest. You guys are the same three. You work for the city. You got to accept my testimony. I signed it $95.50 today.
So just to correct you, Mr. Coates, I work for the city. The other two members are just residents of the city. They are pretty much donating their time here tonight. So I don't have a vote, though. I can't weigh in on this. All I'm trying to do is help.
Okay. If you can see me, then you can see this right here. Okay? You can see this right here. Right here.
Like we can't see a picture of you, Kelly.
No, you don't see me, but you should see this thing in front of you.
If you want to email it, we'll take your word for it.
Well, no, if you can you see me?
No.
If you want to email it to me, I will send it to the board. But again, we're going to stipulate what you're saying is true. We have nothing to doubt that. It's just that, again, the board doesn't know how to take that information. I'll leave it up to the board to respond, but I don't think they understand how to get from where you're saying to what the value is. And I'm just trying to help.
Is there a point of me submitting my financials to the board? Are we not going to accept income approach?
We are.
Right, well, I've submitted the financials to report. I've submitted these to the board. So now I'll talk to the board and not to you. Our income is $456,000. You tell me what you think the building's worth.
Kelly, there's no doubt that you've invested millions and millions of dollars in the city of Warwick. We've met before. You've come before the board before. The letter that goes out to anybody who wants to file for an appeal requests a commercial or residential appraiser to fill out the forms. John's an attorney. I'm a realtor. Unfortunately, I'm not a commercial realtor. So what we're asking for, and I have to agree with Neil, we're asking for the value, the assessed value of a licensed appraiser on the building. When you talk about, and I know you're a commercial guy, but when you talk about price per square foot and it's a shell and it's vacant, that's all Greek to a Warwick citizen.
Okay, all right, I hear you. Well, I know you'd help. I know you'd help me develop in the city if you could. But
I'm
guys,
here to help you, but
I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I'll live and fight another day. So I anticipate the denial, and on principle, I'm going to go to court on this one. So what's wrong is wrong. The value is wrong. There's right and wrong. I'll go to court, deny it. It's fine. But please, look, guys, I love all you. I'll never, ever, ever participate in this again. So that's just it's not a good use of your resources. There's not that many developers dying to invest in the city. So to have me on the phone this long, when a guy could just call me and say, listen, no matter what you say, if you get George Washington, resurrect him, and come here and have him testify, you're wasting your time without an appraisal, then just do that. Otherwise, I would never waste your time. I only have one life. I'm not a cat. I'm a dog. So thank you very, very much for your time today. I'm sorry that it wound up being wasted for everybody. And we'll get appraisals for everything else, including all these hotels this year. What a bad decision for Warwick. Thank you.